Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be making this crocheted beanie. So I start off with a basic increase crown up to 60 stitches. Then we work a pattern for a certain amount, and then you work a brim. So it is going to be broke down into a couple of different videos of previously recorded hats. As far as the crown will be in a totally different colorway, and then we work the pattern in this color, and then I show you how to work the brim in this one. But it's all the same thing. The hat is worked the same way, we just change the pattern in the center. And I do this for ease, for making quick hats with a little bit of a design for charity. So these hats go to charity. They go in a box with a bunch of others. And that's why I do the style that I do, where it's an easy, quick workup with a little bit of design. All right, so you will need some worsted weight yarn. Now I'll go over what I've got in front of me with you. This is right here is Premier Everyday, Premier Everyday Anti-Pilling, and it's a worsted weight. And I used a 5mm crochet hook. Now this is Lion Brand Mandala Sparkle, and it is a DK weight. And I used a 5mm. So I used the same crochet hook for both beanies. You also need a pair of scissors, a needle to sew in your ends, potentially a stitch marker if you so choose to use one, and of course your hook to match your yarn. Now, I am more of a relaxed crocheter. So if you tend to have a tighter fabric, crochet tighter, you might want to go up a half a hook or a whole hook, or maybe even 2 hook sizes to get the same outcome. Once again, I did work a worsted weight and a DK weight in the same hook size. In the DK weight, I only went 3 rounds for the brim. Now, in the worsted weight, I did work 5 rounds of brim. So it's a little bit bigger due to that, but it's all going to depend on you and your tension. So I will real quick measure from the top of the beanie to the bottom of the beanie from center point. So this one is about 7.5 inches in height from the very center point to the very bottom. And now I will measure this one. And this one here is 8.5 inches in height. Now this pattern is just a 2-round repeat. It is a lot of fun to work up. It gives you just a little bit of an angle looking stitch here. And I hope that you enjoy this pattern. If you make this, I would love to see it. You can share it on the Facebook group or in a private email, or tag me on Instagram, all of which can be found down in the description box, and where I share my beanies is also going to be found down in the description box. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so those of you that like to do a magic loop, now's your time to shine. Those of us that like to do a chain 4 and slip stitch to that first chain, here we go. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to slip stitch to that very first chain to create a ring to work in. Now I do work over the top of my tail, so that way I can use it to cinch up the ring. Now, I also do what is known as a mock double crochet, or some have called it a freestanding double crochet. I'm going to go through it real slow with you the very first time, or you can just do the chain 2 or chain 3 or chain 1 and double crochet. However you would do a starting stitch as a double crochet and you're most comfortable, feel free to do so. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to be doing it, so that way when you see me do it throughout the pattern, you'll know what I'm doing. So I draw up a loop to the height of a double crochet, and I place my finger on that loop and I hold it so that way I can slide it back and forth, but it doesn't go around that hook. So I'm holding it nice and tight. I'm going to bring my hook towards me, down and under and back up. That gives us the appearance of 2 loops on our hook. We're going to come around and stick our hook into that ring, yarn over and pull up a loop. We now have the appearance of 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and go through 2. Now this loop you're holding is the top of that mock double crochet. So we're going to yarn over and go through those last 2 and place our stitch marker into the top of that mock double crochet. So right there underneath that loop we were holding. Now we're going to place 9 more double crochets into this ring, giving us a total of 10 double crochets when we slip stitch to our very first stitch. So I'm going to work on my 10 and I'll be right back. All right, so now we've made our 10 double crochets. At this time, you can pull that closed and sew in your tail if you so choose. You can wait until you're completely done to do that if you would like. Now we're going to place 2 double crochets in every single stitch all the way around for round 2. That will give us a total of 20 stitches for round 2. So just 2 double crochets in every single stitch all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and replace my stitch marker. There we are. And 2 double crochets in every stitch. I'll meet up with you after you have your 20 double crochets. All right, so round 3 is 30 double crochets. So we're going to 2 in the first one. Replace my stitch marker back into that first one. And 1 into the next. So that's what your repeat is for round 3. You're going to place 2 double crochets into the next stitch and 1 into the following. And repeat that all the way around for a total of 30 stitches for round 3. Moving on to round 4. Round 4, you will have 40 double crochets. So we're going to place 2 in the first stitch. 1 and 2. Replace my stitch marker. And 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. And that is our repeat. 2 double crochets into the next stitch. And 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Go ahead and continue around with that repeat for round 4. You will have 40 double crochets. I'll meet up with you at the end. All right, for round 5, which is 50 double crochets, we're going to place 2 double crochets into our very first stitch. And then 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. And that will be our repeat all the way around for round 5, for a total of 50 double crochets. So 2 double crochets into the next stitch and 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches for your repeat. All right, I'll meet up with you after we both have 50 stitches. All right, round 6 is our last increasing round, and we will have 60 double crochets. So we are going to place 2 double crochets into the very first stitch and 1 into each of the next 4 stitches. And that will be your repeat for the round. Two double crochets into the next, and 1 into each of the next 4 stitches. Again, at the end of round 6, you will have a total of 60 stitches. I will meet up with you at the end, and we will move on to round 1 of our pattern round. All right, once you have the crown done, your 60 stitches, we're going to move on to the pattern, which is a 2-round repeat. The first round is a half double crochet round. Super simple. We're going to chain 1 and half double crochet into that first stitch, and then place 1 half double crochet in every stitch all the way around for the remaining 59 stitches. And you're going to slip stitch to your very first half double crochet when you've reached the end. I'll meet up with you at the end to show you round 2. All right, for round 2, we're going to do either a mock double crochet or chain up for your first double crochet. And now we're going to do a yarn over, go back into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through 2 loops only. Then we're going to yarn over, skip the next stitch, and into the following, we're going to go in, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Now we're going to yarn over and go through all 4 loops on our hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, and chain 1. Now we're going to do that again, but we start in the same stitch we just finished. So we're going to go into that same stitch that we just ended in, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2 loops on your hook only, yarn over, skip your next stitch, go into the following, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all 4 loops on your hook and chain 1. And then we're going to repeat that again. Yarn over, insert your hook into the last stitch worked, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, skip your next stitch and go into the following, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 4 loops on your hook and chain 1. And you're going to continue this all the way around. When we get down here to the last couple of stitches, I'll meet back up with you. All right, when we get down here and you have 1 stitch remaining, we're going to finish it off with a yarn over, insert your hook into that same stitch that you just worked, yarn over, go 2 loops, and then yarn over, go into the stitch that was your first double crochet into. We're going to go into that same stitch down at the base here, down into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 4 loops on your hook. And then we're going to just simply slip stitch to our very first double crochet, to complete the round. You should still have 60 stitches when you get done. Now, you're going to repeat the half double crochet round and this round for the height of the body. So you're going to chain 1 half double crochet back into that first stitch, and then 1 half double crochet into each of the remaining 59 stitches. Now, when you're working this up, I'm going to show you several different hats here during the process of this recording. So I have a pre-recorded top, it's crown to it. And then I show you the design, and now we'll go into doing the ribbing, which is a pretty standard ribbing for me. And it's just a front post, back post, double crochet. It's a little bit more difficult to find where to place your front post, back post, that on a half double crochet, because it's smaller. It's half the size of your normal double crochet. If you wanted to, you could totally do a round of double crochets and go from there. But I'm going to show you here how we're going to, sorry for bumping the camera, how we're going to work our double crochet round, starting with a front post double crochet. So your very first half double crochet is just a little bit thicker than the rest of your half double crochets. The first half double crochet, you have a chain 1 on the side of that half double crochet. So it makes it just a little bit thicker than general. So now you can either slip stitch behind your first half double crochet and chain up your chain for 2 or 3 chains, whichever you do for your very first double crochet. Now, to do a mock front post double crochet, we're going to do the exact same scenario as we do for a mock double crochet, and then we're just going to simply, instead of going into the stitch, we're going to go behind the post, pick that post up, yarn over, and pull through. And then you're going to finish your mock double crochet. Now we're going to do a back post, and you're going to locate your next half double crochet, and we're going to go in and around that post and back post double crochet. And you're going to continue repeating front post, back post, all the way around, ending with a back post double crochet and slip stitch to the top of your very first stitch. Now you're going to repeat that for as many rounds as you wish for your brim to be wide. I personally like usually about 3 to 4 times of front post, back post rounds in order for my brim to be the height that I want. Now the overall height of your hat before you start the brim could be a good 4 to 6 inches. Depending on you and your choice, it could be 8 inches. I usually measure from the top of the beanie down. And for this one, I'm starting the ribbing at 6 inches. So my overall beanie will be approximately 8 inches in height. All right, I will come back and show you the finished beanies at the end and show you what they look like.